Well, hello everyone, this is Irfan Syed from Team Simplilearn. Today I'm going to talk about Microsoft Excel tutorial. In this tutorial we will be talking about macros used in Excel and also the Visual Basic application programming for macros. So what is Excel macro? You do certain daily tasks and daily reports or monthly reports that you generate, and you use data from your Excel and you scrub data, and you basically have the same things performed or done on the Excel sheets every time and every day or monthly or bi-weekly or any number of times that you open your Excel. You remove certain columns, you add certain things, and you change certain values, and these are the things that you do an n number of times on an Excel. And this can all be done by simple automated way, which is macros. So what it does is it is a set of tasks that you can execute as many number of times as you want. When you create a macro, basically what it does is it will record all your mouse clicks and keystrokes. Basically, if for example you have your monthly accounts report that is there and it comes every day, and you have to put it and extract certain data and remove certain columns that you do every time that you open that sheet. For instance, you remove that column I, which has the absolute values of your accounts or the sheets that you have, and you remove that column and you edit some names, you add such things every time that you open that report, and then you format it in a proper way and send it to your management. So this can all be done in a simple running script called macros. So what you do is you record those mouse clicks and keystrokes and record a macro for it, save it, and next time tomorrow when you come, you just run that macros, and this will do everything for you, and you do not have to do that same tedious task every day. So this is basically a set of code or a task that you can execute and automate, and it can be done n number of times. So it makes your life easy. Now, so next thing is how you actually activate the macros in your Excel. It's a simple tab that you need to add in the ribbon section, which I'll be showing you across, and this will enable the macros on your Excel. So you go to Files, go to Options, and then you need to customize a ribbon. Click Customize Ribbon, and then there is a Developer tab which you see here. It should be activated, so you just need to select that, click on the tick mark, and just click OK. So this will add a Developer tab here, and this will enable the macros. So now you have your data, and you can run macros or record a macro and run it on your Excel. There is also an option to do it a different way. Right click on any of the tabs on the ribbon, customize ribbon, and you can add or remove your macros from here. So this is two ways that you can activate your macros. So how you record a macro is the next thing. So here I have a work orders sheet that I receive every day, or one of you will receive every day. And how you record a macro, you have certain set of tasks that you do, and you know this report has so many things that are obsolete which you do not need, which has to be put across to your management or for your use. So how you record or start a macro, you go to the Developer tab and start recording a macro. As soon as you click on this Record Macro button, it will start recording your keystrokes on the mouse clicks, and you can save that and run it as a script in the next sheet that you do. So this is the sheet that I have, and we'll try to run macros on this and see what it does. So here I have, and this actually works this way. I need to go to the developer tab and start recording a macro. So when I click record macro, it starts recording my mouse clicks and keystrokes. So in this sheet I have to remove some columns, and the columns that are obsolete and the data that looks weird here should be removed. And what I need is the work order number, the district, and the technician name, and the kind of service that we provide, and the request date, work date, the cost, and the payment. So this is what I want, and I do it every day when I receive the sheet, and I have to make these changes and send it across to the accounts team. So what I do is I simply automate this by running a macro. So I go to, let's see how it records the macro. I click record macro, I save it as work order accounts, and I'll add a little description like work orders for accounts team, cost. Click OK, and see what I do is basically I add the borders first so that the data looks proper, and then I do not want this column, I delete it. I do not want the number of technicians that are there, I do not want all these, and I also want the labor hours, the account, and what kind of payment. This is very crucial for the accounts team. I do not want any of these obsolete data. So I just delete this, okay, and then I just want to have some cosmetic changes done. So I make sure this doesn't have any border, and that's it. This is the task that I perform every day. I still don't need this, and I go to the developer tab and click stop recording. So now I have the macro saved, and when I have it, I have automated all these steps in one simple click. And how I execute it in another sheet, so I will show it across to you. The next thing, so here I have the next report that has to be changed or formatted and send it across. So I simply go the next morning and go to the developer tab and go to the macro, and I have this macro save which we ran just now, and with a single click I will be able to do these daily tasks and execute in a flash. So I just click run and it does the rest for me. I have my report ready and is in a proper format that is required, and it can be sent across. So here, as we see, it is done in a single click by running a simple macro. Continuing our work on macro, we can simply do this by a single click of a button, by adding a button. So what you have to do is go to the developer tab, and in the control section you will see the insert option. When you click on the insert drop down, you will see form controls, and you can say select a button, and here I select a button and the mouse changes into a cross, and you can add your macro and assign it. So as we have saved it, work order accounts, as a macro, and when I just assign that macro to this button, I can edit the text by making it as work order accounts, just to make it simple. Okay, and now if you see, if I just click this button, it will run the macro and format our sheet. So this is how we run the macros in a single click of a button by adding the button. There is another alternative way to go to the macros instead of the developer tab, and you go to the view button and then go to macros at the end. You can view macros, you can record, and you can edit your macros. So when I click view macros, it will show you what are the macros that I have and that I can run, and you can simply run it. Alternatively, and you can record a macro as well instead of from the developer tab. If you just click on record macro, it will do the same functions that we do from the developer tab. Okay. The next thing is to edit the macro. How do you edit your macro? You have to use a simple application in Excel, which is the VBA, Visual Basic Application, to edit your macro. You go to the developer tab and then click on Visual Basic. This literally opens another window like this, and you will see the module that you have been working on, and you can edit the macro here. So as we see, if you go back to the Excel, we see that our sheet, we have been working on the sheet, and it has the column still K, and the actual sheet is this. So if I go to the Visual Basic editor, and I'll make sure I remove the columns that are existing from the column M, and I just delete that, and I click run. I go back to my sheet, and you see these changes are not there. Okay, this is our old macro, and this is our new macro. As we see, this sheet has the rush column, which is the priority of my orders. So these are the things that we can edit with the VBA. So thank you so much, and for more information you can visit our website www.simplilearn.com.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.